I've learned I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was. You know,
yeah.
I was told a lot that I wasn't good enough. I would never go anywhere. I'd never be anyone. I don't really want to be anyone, but I feel like I've proved those people wrong. People say, you know, it's only 18-year-olds that get anywhere in the music industry now. It's only people with 1,000, 100,000 followers on Instagram. I'm 37 years old, and I've waited this long for this to happen. So you just can't give up.
Hello, my name's Nicole and welcome to The Big Chat. And I am very pleased to introduce you to Vicky. I'm going to introduce Vicky as Vicky from The Voice. Because I think that sounds rather nice. Hello, Vicky.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well.
Good.
I'm very pleased to be talking to you, actually.
Me too.
One of the things here at The Big Chat is we want to talk to people that are inspirational, positive, upbeat, real, actually just people that are really pioneering themselves.
Yeah.
That's what's important to me. And it's a lot of the time that's through business, might be through things that they've done in the community. But I think for me, the reason I've sort of reached out, and we've been chatting weirdly for a while anyway, this is the first time we've met, was just because I saw what was happening with you with The Voice. And I was so inspired by that, because things that have really moved me throughout the last lockdown period have been people that, despite what's been going on and how tough it's been and how difficult it's been, they've really forged on and made things happen. And I would say that has to be you.
Well, yeah.
When did this all start? I mean, have you always loved, for people that don't know much about you, Vicky, tell us a bit about that sort of journey with The Voice and your singing and your background.
Yeah, I just don't stop singing. I'm one of those irritating people that I'm sure my wife and my children would tell you, and probably my parents, that I've never not sung for as long as I can remember. And I sung in bands all over the place. We've done weddings, funerals, you name it. And I just thought last January, do you know what? Just enter.
Yeah.
I saw an advert came up on the TV and my wife kept saying, come on, if you don't do it, I'm going to do it. And I was like, absolutely no way. Because for me, I only enter things I think I can win.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes to lose, do they, at the end of the day? And I thought, do you know what? Balls, let's do it. And I didn't tell Lauren for a good 6 months. I'd had a few auditions and I kept thinking, I won't be asked back again. Won't tell her. There's no point disappointing her. Okay, look, we've got another one. Oh, I think I should probably tell her now. And I just texted her and I said, Lauren, just so you know, I've had 4 auditions on The Voice. I think I'm going to have another one, just so you know.
What did she say?
She swore at me a little bit, but she said, I'm bloody glad you did, because I was going to apply for you anyway. So she's really, really proud. Like she is, and I said it on the show, she is just my number one supporter.
Oh, that's lovely.
Which is so nice. But it's been going on since last January, so over a year. It's crazy.
So you've always loved singing.
Yep.
And you're local.
I'm a local. Yeah, I live in Hartfield.
Yeah, you're
local.
not far at all. Very local. And you grew up in this area as well?
Yeah, I grew up in Crowborough and then moved to Hartfield to live with my dad when I was 14 and have never left. I love it. Yeah.
It's lovely.
It's just beautiful. And I can't...
Isn't that where Poobridge is?
Yeah.
I went with my children the other day and couldn't actually find Poobridge.
It's really difficult to find.
I'm really quite embarrassed.
Difficult. I'll text you directly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
You know how. But yeah, I don't think I'd ever leave. My whole family.
It's a lovely area.
Is in the village. Yeah. So yeah, I love it there.
So January. So rewind back to that moment. So you enter. So then what happens next? So
you just had to send in a video, I guess, or from what I've been told, some people are scouted to apply. I was not.
You sent your video in?
I sent my video, my really dodgy, shaky hand selfie video.
Good for you.
And thought, I won't hear anything. And then it must have been, I think, April. Just got an email to say, we'd love you to have an audition.
Brilliant.
And I thought, oh, shit. Oh, God.
And this is all after we've gone into lockdown. So
after we've gone into lockdown. And then I think I had it seems like 100. It probably was like 9 auditions over Zoom.
Wow.
So, yeah. And each time, like I said, I thought, right, that's it. Didn't expect to get one. So I've done really well. And then got a call to say, we'd love you to come and have a blind audition. And I just cried.
Did you?
I did. The poor guy, Stu, on the phone, he was amazing. He's the guy I dealt with the whole way through. Mm-hmm. He said, I know you and I know you're going to cry. I was like, I can't believe it, Stu. He said, I can. I've heard you sing. Like, what are you talking about?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and from then on, it's just been, it's full on. Mm-hmm. It's crazy full on. There's just a lot. So it's massively overwhelming. Yeah. So I think if anyone was ever thinking of applying, don't go in thinking you just turn up. Yeah. You know,
there's a lot more to it.
There's a lot to it, and there's a lot of pressure, I think, which is why we didn't tell anybody either until I found out I was getting a blind. Then I told my dad and Lauren's mum.
And what did they say?
I think my dad cried actually, and he never cries. He's he's a funeral director, so he's very straight faced. And I think he's told me every single day since then how proud he is of me. It's so nice. It's been so lovely. Yeah, I've just loved every second. And
were the Zoom auditions done? Was that because of lockdown? Was that so? Would that normally would have been done in the studio?
Yeah, from what I gather, obviously I've never applied before, and but I did have a little look on the internet, and you have to keep going to and from London for auditions. And for me, actually, being a mum and working, that just wouldn't have worked. Yeah, for me. Yeah. So I think that probably does throw a lot of people off doing it, because it's a lot of time, it's a lot of travel. You know, if you don't live near to London, it's a big commitment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big commitment. Yeah. So when you did the blind, I saw your blind audition. When you did, oh god, so exciting! How did you feel?
I don't get nervous at all. I've sung for the Queen back when I was 18, and I've sung I sing at Ascot, and I don't ever get nervous. I was petrified.
Were you?
Yeah, I think it's the thought of being judged, but also because when I walked out on the stage, I could see Lauren and the boys, and for me, I just wanted to make them really proud of me. Oh. You know, they come and watch me sing all the time, but this is a whole nother level, and just like the boys' faces, as I'm sure you saw on the audition. Oh God, it was just, my heart just was like, I've got to do this. I've got to do well for them. And but it was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. It was horrible. It was horrible, but I loved it, every second of it.
So share with us all who turned round, because obviously not everyone might have seen it.
No, so Will I Am. Yeah. The one and only.
I mean, come on. Will I Am.
I know. I mean, I never thought in my wildest dreams he would turn around. You know, I probably shouldn't say this, I wanted Tom Jones to turn around. In fact, I think everyone knows that from my reactions to when he did turn around, and I immediately told him I loved him, which is just really embarrassing.
Well, you might as well say it if you're going to say it.
I mean, how often do you get to talk to Tom
Exactly.
Jones?
Get it out.
The only thing I could think of was, I love you. Oh, God, Vicky, what are you talking about? But no, Will turned, and all the way through the audition process, they come and do VTs and stuff with you, and they kept saying to me, who do you want to turn? I was like, Tom Jones, he's my idol. But why not any of the others, Vicky? I was like, I am not cool enough for Will I Am. I'm just a mum. I am just a mum who loves to sing, who annoys the heck out of her kids by never, in the car, Mum, stop singing. Oh my God, you're so annoying. You're so embarrassing. So I thought, I'm just not cool enough.
Clearly you are.
Wow. Brax told me I was epic afterwards, my eldest. So I kind of feel...
You've got some kudos.
I know.
You've got some serious kudos.
And they got to meet him and stand on the stage, and something they will never... And I will never forget. We'll have that forever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this has been a really exciting journey to be going on, actually, through some really tough times, because it has been difficult, and it's been difficult for everybody. But has this given you something to really focus on throughout?
Yeah, it has. I mean, I, as well as everyone else, we've struggled in lockdown. It's been really hard. as a family as well, you're stuck in the same house 24 hours a day together, as I'm sure so many people are. And, it's just been it's almost like a bit of a light relief for people, people that know me have all been saying this is amazing. I actually went out in the summer of lockdown onto my driveway and did gigs for the local
Did you?
Yeah, I just wanted to cheer them up a bit. Everyone seems so sad, and I was actually worried I'd forget how to sing, so I got my PA out on the driveway each weekend.
That's
did
amazing.
A gig. Yeah, and the street was lined. It was lovely. It was just so I just think for our village especially, it's been really a beautiful thing, and the support I've had from everyone in the village, it's just been lovely.
And you've got quite a few people now sort of seeing what you're doing, which is great, isn't it? Because I guess because I know I saw you sort of singing when you were singing on social media, and I didn't realise what you were actually doing either. But I was just like, wow, she's really putting it. Because I've enjoyed watching what people have been doing. I mean, lots of people have been doing all sorts of really. Giles, our podcast legend, was doing marathons in his garden, and I've got other people that have been doing, it's been really inspirational to see that. So when I saw you sort of singing and things, I love that when people are really putting themselves out there and being raw, because that's not an easy thing to do, actually.
No.
And
especially not with the backup of a studio and to go and sing live on your driveway, or I do a lot of it in my bedroom, and the kids will walk in, but I get a lot of people ask me to do it. Like, could you? It would really cheer me up if you do that. And I'm like, I just want people to be happy. Yeah. That's all I want. I want people just to smile and to be happy. And I think people come on a journey with you. So for me, there's been a whole village and my whole family and people I don't even know. I've had messages from, we're on this journey with you and we're so proud and we can't wait to see what's coming. And yeah, it's incredible.
It is incredible.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know that you're very open you're very positive and you always say such wonderful things. You're always really encouraging. I mean, you've even given me some encouraging words and we haven't even met and I've given you some, but it's really important to do that for people. Yeah. For a lot of people out there will be thinking, wow, this is like, she must be really confident. She must be really, and you are. But equally, it's not always easy to keep going, is it? So how have you managed? Obviously, you've got a supportive family and a wife and everything, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm super lucky with the support I have. I've, like you say, I've got my wife and the kids. I've got my dad and his partner, who actually couldn't be any more supportive if they tried. And my aunties and my uncles, they don't live near us, but they message us all the time. And I just want, and I worry that other people don't have that. So I like to speak to people and be encouraging for them, because you don't know what people are going through. And, and I just think if one kind word or one kind picture or one kind song or, anything can change the way someone feels that day, brilliant. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you want to say something nice to someone or smile at someone or just say, oh, you look beautiful today? I just think it's a nice thing to do.
I think it's lovely. I think you're great. I want, Vicky to win. That's what I say.
That'd be nice.
With what's your sort of, what's your favourite sort of things to sing? What do you have any, or do you just love singing everything and anything?
Oh, it's so difficult because it depends what kind of mood I'm in. I like anything that will touch you. So for me, listening to the lyrics of a song are really important. It has to tell a story. Yeah. I'm not really into dance, stuff. I don't get it. I just think, why would you want to listen to that? Personally, and there are people that do, but I like to touch people, and but anything I could sit. I mean, I love the proper old school rhythm and blues. Tells a story. There's like 8 notes in it. Yeah, it's incredible. I used to be in a rhythm and blues band back in the day.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I think that's my favourite. I love a good ballad.
So do you think, and do you get to choose what you? I mean, are you told what you're singing, or do you get some input with that?
We get input.
How does that work?
We get input. So throughout the audition process, we weren't allowed to sing the same song twice. So that probably amounted to, I'd say, 40 songs. And then out of those 40, the music team then say to you, so do you have a favourite? What would you like to sing? And I went back and I said, one. Lewis Capaldi
Yeah.
would be my top choice.
Yeah.
If not, there was another one that I did quite like, but turns out someone else was already doing that one.
Yeah.
And they said that's absolutely the song we would have told you to do if you asked us. So, but you do, you know, they're there. They're incredible. Their music team is just, they know what suits your voice. They know what doesn't.
Yeah.
And they're there. They want to see you succeed.
That's great.
So they're there to help you, to give you, you know, we changed the song up. I didn't stick to the original melody because for me, it's a man's song. I wanted to change it a bit and I felt it didn't go where I wanted it to go. So the vocal coach, Waleed, who is just out of this world, helped me change it to where I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you sounds like you've learned quite a lot in this process as well. Do you feel like there's just having access to all these resources and all these people around you as well that have been in the business, maybe different business for longer? Or so do you find that you've got like even more of a network now than you had before?
I think so, yeah. I feel like I've gained so much from it. You know, I've had vocal coaching sessions, so many of them from world-class vocal coaches where I'd never have that before. And I wouldn't have got to work with David Tench, the musical director, who is an absolute idol of mine. He's the nicest guy in the world as well. He's just so cool. Just going to play this. Oh, okay, David. Like, oh my God. And it just, you know, nothing phases them and they just want the best for you. I actually messed up in one of my auditions and there's 9 people on the screen watching you and David Tench was one of them and I went, oh God, I've gone wrong, oh my God, that's it, I'm out. And he said, Victoria, if that happened on stage, we'd just carry on.
Yeah.
I was like, what a nice man.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's the thing, it's just you know, as it's just real life, isn't it? And that we can put ourselves under so much pressure to be perfect.
Yeah.
And it's just life's just not like that.
I think they don't expect you to be perfect on the show, but they want to you to show the nation, I guess, who you are.
Absolutely.
And I think I did that. I think
you've done that.
I think
definitely.
I did that. That's all I wanted to do, really. I didn't want to come across as someone other than who I was.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to be me with my wife and my kids, sing my song, and if I didn't get a turn, didn't matter.
Well, what an experience. And you did get a turn.
I did.
And so what happens next? What happens now?
So the battles have started.
The battles.
The battles. There was the first lot this weekend just gone. Mine is Saturday. It's brutal. It's brutal.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's absolutely terrifying because you think I've got this far and then you're put up against, there's 10 of us in each team and Will matches us with another person from our team and we've all become really good friends.
Yeah, of course.
So now I have to go head to head with someone who's actually a really good friend of mine.
Goodness me.
And try and sing our socks off.
Yeah.
But for me, as long as it's sung beautifully, it doesn't really matter. I'd love to go through, don't get me wrong. I'd be over the moon. But as long as the song is sung beautifully, which I know it will be, then I'd be more than happy with whatever happens.
And do you have anything you do before you go on to sort of help you relax or get into that sort of frame of mind before you go on? Or do you just go straight in?
I mean, normally wine, but they won't let me do that. And I don't know.
Funny that.
I know.
They won't let you drink wine on the show. How rude.
Can I bring my own wine? No, I have crystals, so I take crystals everywhere with me.
Amazing.
And I normally have them in my bra, in my pockets. Yeah. I actually offered one to another contestant just before a blind because he was so nervous. I was like fishing around in my bra. Do you want one of these? He's like, no, I'm good.
Funnily enough,
like,
no, I did worry what was going on there. It's one of your crystals.
But I just try and stay really calm.
Yeah.
And I think that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Because it is a terrifying experience. You know, you're stood in front of 4 incredibly talented, famous, idyllic people that... you know, you just never think you're going to meet, you know, and it's absolutely the most terrifying thing I think I'm ever going to do. But then who gets the chance to do that?
Absolutely not. And have you learned a lot about yourself through this process?
I've learned I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was, You know? I was told a lot that I wasn't good enough. I would never go anywhere. I'd never be anyone. I don't really want to be anyone, but I feel like I've proved those people wrong.
Well, you are someone.
So
we're all someone.
Yeah.
But equally, I hear you. And do you think that sort of being told that sometimes makes you drives you even more? Because it's just like, well, I'm not listening to those people. Because it's come up a lot today, conversations that I've had. It's been about the people that have been around you. It's that having those positive people or having those supportive people, actually.
Yeah.
Because you do get a lot of people that don't always want to see you do well, unfortunately, in life. And it's...
Yeah, and I think that's such a shame. And I would hate to be one of those people. I just, I don't understand those types of people. Obviously, that makes them feel good to bring people down. Yeah. And that's fine if that's what they want to do. But I'm not one of those people. And I just think I've just learned that you can only do what you can do.
Yeah.
And, but if being nice is what I do, then great.
Yeah, absolutely. And being kind and being an inspiration to people, because like you say, you've done something for a long time. You've done lots of singing. You've done some great things. But actually, you've really put yourself out there and gone for it. And you've already.
Yeah. I've
happening.
Had the support I've had from strangers, like crazy support from strangers. Because obviously I was previously married to a man, married to Lauren now. And I've had the most beautiful messages from people, you've really given me the courage to be who I feel I am.
That's amazing.
Because I hid for a very long time who I was and, what I wanted to be, because I didn't think it was the right thing to do. But actually, when you find someone that brings out the best in you, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course it doesn't.
And I just think from having messages from people like that.
And again, that's very brave of you if you've had some controversial people's opinions, which I don't agree with in any way, shape or form. No. But if you have any of that, to actually, again, put yourself out there, it's a really big deal. And your family must be incredibly proud of you because...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'd like to think so.
Well, certainly you and your wife sound like you're very solid and she's very supportive, which is...
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah, how long have you been married?
We got married... Oh my gosh, we've been in lockdown so long. 31st of May 2019, so nearly 2 years.
Okay.
We've been together 5 years. But yeah.
So you've had a year of marriage not in lockdown, a year in lockdown, but while doing The Voice. That's quite a lot. That's. I mean, it's a good start.
We've been through a fair bit. We've had a lot to deal with. I guess for her, it's not been easy, having a girlfriend to start with that's, never been with another woman, was married, has an ex-husband and, certain family members that don't particularly agree with the situation. And she deals with things so well. It's like, it's unreal. I go into full-on panic mode and start flapping. And she's like, just calm down, babe. What are you doing? I'm like, okay, I'm calm.
That's so nice, though. Yeah. That's so nice.
Yeah, she really levels me out all the time.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really important, actually, to have someone that... I can flap a bit, I'm a
flapper.
Yeah, I kind of get... Every time I kind of start doing any of these chats, I always get someone this morning who's like, oh, I've not seen you nervous. And I was like, I get nervous. Or I've been told nervous. I don't multitask very well today by certain members of my team. But, we're all just human, aren't we? And it's nice if you've got someone that just says, it's all right. It just brings you down a little bit. Yeah. It's okay, don't worry about it.
Like, what's the worst that could happen?
Exactly.
That's what she always says to me, what's the worst that could happen? Even with the audition, what's the worst that could happen? You don't get a turn. Everyone's going to be fine. And with the battles, what's the worst that's going to happen, Vic? You win, you don't win. Doesn't matter. I kind of feel like I've won already. Like, you to be really cheesy.
I think you have.
I feel like I've won,
I think you have.
The kids are proud. I'm proud. For the first time, it takes a lot for me to be proud of myself. I'm very, which I think a lot of us women are actually. We're very picky about ourselves and we pick ourselves apart, everything we do. And I do it all the time. And I look back at my audition and I think that was quite good. I'm quite proud of myself for the first time in my life. I'm very proud of myself and how far I've come. It reminds me how far I've come since meeting Lauren.
Yeah.
Because I was a completely different person when I met Lauren. I was all over the place. I was, going through a messy divorce, trying to bring up 2 children on my own. It was really difficult. And now I think, oh my gosh, I look around. I've got this beautiful house, this beautiful wife, my beautiful children, and it's so calm.
That's so nice.
And I'm on telly.
And you're on telly. And it is calmness actually as well, isn't it? When you talk about it like that, it's when you're not used to calm because you just haven't had it.
Yeah.
You kind of, it feels a bit weird when you have calm to start with, and then it feels really nice.
It feels really weird. It took a long time for me to get used to it.
Did it?
Yeah, and Lauren used to say to me, I'm not going anywhere, get used to it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
nice.
not, you know, and she tells me at least 10 times a day, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
She sounds great.
She is.
How did you meet your wife?
We have different stories on how we met, actually. She tells one story and I tell another. They're both in a pub.
As long as you're kind of in the same place.
We were in the same village, but different days in a different pub. I think I didn't realise I'd met her previously. And a friend said to me, I really want you to meet someone. And so we went to the pub and she said, Vicky, this is Lauren. And I just remember her turning round and I went, oh, crap. I don't think I'm meant to look at you like that. And she went, can I buy you a drink? And I went, I'll have a vodka lime and lemonade. I don't drink that. Never have. Never do. I just couldn't think of anything else to say.
Oh.
And there's not been a day since then that we haven't spoken or been together.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
and it just shows actually that when you have the right support that you really can, you know, you can do all sorts of things. And like you say, it's sad for people that don't.
Yeah.
But when you do get that support and you recognise it, it's really worth hanging on to and treasuring it.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. And I think it does make me really sad to think people don't have that, because I didn't have that. So I know how it feels. And I know for such a long time, I felt so sad. And now I can't ever imagine feeling that sad again, which I think is one of the reasons why I feel like I'm more positive towards other people, because like I said, I just want them to feel that there is someone there, even if it's just someone on Facebook who they've never met before, or someone on Instagram that they don't know but they feel they can talk to. Great, you know, I'll talk to anyone as long as it makes them feel better.
I think that's great. Are there more things that you're going to do, like the more exciting things you're going to do now? Like now you've just gone out there and done something. I mean, obviously the voice, you're going to smash it, the bats, but like you say, it's whatever, you know, wherever you go. I mean, I really hope you do. Yeah. I'll be rooting for you. But it's are there other things that you think, right, I've done this now, I'm going to do other things? You know, is it sort of, has it got a spark started?
It has. I almost feel like I could do anything I put my mind to now, whereas I've never felt like that before because I've never tried. Yeah. But I just, you know, I'd love to just help more people and just, I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do, but I know it will involve helping people and being really positive and, you know, trying to make people happy and obviously still doing a lot of music. We've got a lot of music in the pipeline. We're doing lots of recording and I'm writing and, you know, and it's been like 37 years all coming together. I think I've waited long enough.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant. Well, I hope we're going to see you everywhere now.
That would be nice.
If people want to find out more about you, and obviously they can find you on The Voice, but where's the best place for them to find out more about your singing? And
social media, I think. So Instagram, Facebook. I don't do TikTok because I'm just not cool enough for that right now. I don't really understand it.
Honestly, I was pretty upset during lockdown that my daughter opened a TikTok account in my name and was just putting, I mean, not totally unlike, you know, I did have some control over it, but I was like, please, can you not, could you just literally put my name? I was like, could you not do that, please? And there's all sorts of things with my dash hounds and everything. I don't get it. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I mean, I do, but I'm not doing it.
I can't do the dances. I've had children. We just don't do that.
But certainly as far as finding you, they can find you on social media and we can find what you're up to, or get to Hartfield and find you singing
on the drive.
I mean, when you've got some great pubs in Hartfield, is anyone going to find you? I mean, God, they're going to want you to be singing there.
Yeah, we sing in the
You're going to be do you?
Yeah, I love it in there.
Because that's a great pub, isn't it?
Oh, it's an amazing pub and the people there are so nice as well. So I'm sure I'll be back there as soon as I can. I just can't wait to be able to get out again. And you know, I've really missed this is amazing. Doing this is amazing, but there's nothing like having a live audience.
Absolutely.
To, you know, to play with, and
And this is a really interesting story for you to have been experiencing this at such a time where a lot of people in your industry are actually not able to do. I mean, obviously they're able to sing still, but there's a lot of things that aren't able to happen, a lot of events that aren't going on, and you've had quite a surge in your career. So it's interesting.
I really feel for people in the entertainment industry. I'm in a band, and my band members, some of them, it's their only income.
What's the name of your band? Who is it?
Into the Blue.
Into the Blue. You heard it here. Yes. Into the Blue.
But and also a lot of people that auditioned for The Voice this year are in theatre. And they wouldn't have auditioned previously because they'd have been too busy. There was something like 35,000 people apply.
Wow.
Because the entertainment industry is shut down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And no one's making any money, and people are really struggling. And I think it's nice for them to see others succeed at the same time, because they're, it's so hard for them.
And what would be your words of wisdom for people that want to get into something, want to do something really? No, it doesn't even have to be singing, but really want to do something and are feeling a bit, can I do it? Am I okay?
I'd just say, and it was actually a hashtag that Tom Jones used on a tweet when he tweeted about me.
Perfect.
Never give up. A lesson in never giving up.
Yeah.
Just don't. I might have given up for a week at a time going, I can't do this. It's too much.
Yeah.
And just never give up, because you just don't know. People say, it's only 18-year-olds that get anywhere in the music industry now. It's only people with 1,000, 100,000 followers on Instagram. I'm 37 years old, and I've waited this long for this to happen. So you just can't give up.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to give up. We are going to be absolutely cheering for you on Saturday. Thank you so much for coming on. And
thanks for having me.
Please come back and tell us how it's all gone we can hear all about it and find out more about where you're going to be singing and what you're going to be doing.
I'd love to.
It's really great. I think you've been very inspirational, and you're a very kind person. It's very nice to meet you finally.
Yeah, finally.
Finally. So, yes, Vicky from The Voice.
Vicky from The Voice.
Vicky from The Voice.
Sounds so weird.
Vicky from The Voice. The voice of Hartfield, shall we say, for now, in this local community. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right, then.
Thank you.
See ya.